So here come the big boys.
She's by the bins, they are.
Oh yeah.
PC929, Rebecca, how are you?
Not so good.
What's up?
It's these Uber drivers.
Okay.
This gentleman today is making me feel uneasy. He stood there just staring at me.
Okay, it's a public place.
I know that, but he's just already approached me. I'm asking him to go away. These Uber drivers are telling me that yesterday I came downtown.
Okay.
I'm a vlogger.
Okay.
I was vlogging the cage around the pub.
Right, okay.
As I come up here, I noticed there's about 25 to 30 gang. I don't like talking in front of these two. These two, yeah.
But again, it's...
Yeah, she's involved in it. You're the girl I asked to get the manager to, aren't you?
Yeah, but then obviously you were also making racial slurs.
I didn't say any racial slurs.
You said to him,
No. I said a word and he didn't understand what it was. And I said to him, if you don't understand this word,
right, okay,
how can you understand the law?
They obviously
That's
here.
all.
They're doing a job, and
They are, but yesterday they surrounded me. They're calling me names. One of them showed me his behind.
Okay. Did you report any of this to us?
No, I came downtown today. This was yesterday. I came downtown today to talk to a security guard.
Okay.
Keith? I think his name's Keith.
I don't know what their
names
are.
Well, I spoke to them.
Okay.
He's a lovely guy. I spoke to him. I said that these guys were threatening me, telling me to go away. They even offered me money to go away and stuff.
Okay.
Telling me that I have no right to film in public.
Okay.
So they just started surrounding me, calling me names, telling me this. And I tried to go away several times.
Why didn't you report it to the police then?
Because I didn't want to. I didn't want to get the police involved. I thought I could come down and speak to the security in town, and then they'd sort of come around you.
Well, they do. But
and then
I'm the ward manager for the town, so I help kind of.
There's only two of them in there. Well, then there's two.
Of the security officers?
The security guards.
Oh, there's quite a lot of them, but they all work in rotas. They work together in pairs, and they change every day. So they do morning shift and an afternoon shift. But I work quite closely with them, and obviously if there's any problems on town, so antisocial behaviour, any issues, and it's good that you inform us as well.
Oh, right.
It doesn't necessarily mean that we'll come down and arrest people. If you don't want to make statements to us or provide us with complaints, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it just means that I can help assist with any antisocial behaviour on the town, whether that's working with Uber or any variety of things. So it does assist us as well. We work very, very closely.
Okay, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
There is an issue. Yeah, you obviously know. Yeah, and it's well known. This gentleman here, I just had a conversation with him. He said they're all parking in the disabled bays. He said the only reason they're not parking there now is because
and that's okay.
And I don't want any trouble.
Reported to us, so I know that. I get that. But we work, like I said, closely with Cumbrae CCTV. So the car park itself is privately owned by Cumbrae Shopping. Yeah. And they do tickets in the area. So the guys are by here now. Yeah. They're lovely. They're really good.
He said he's all right for him to park with there.
Well, again, it's Cumbrae CCTV. It's their parking centre.
Excuse me. He's butting in again now.
But again,
why is he in? He's listening to our conversation. He's butting in, isn't he? Apparently, this is a gun policeman. He's told me he's an ex-gun policeman.
But either way, what are you going to do now? Because I
tried to go away several times, and they all called me back. Right? Calling me disgusting names, which I'd rather not repeat to you. Accusations in a very disgusting. I can't repeat what they said to me.
Well, it's
vile.
Have you got it on footage and everything? Do you want to deal with it in the way of making a formal complaint? What do you want to do?
Well, all I wanted to do really was just see a security guard, let him know, and he said I'd come back downtown anytime I want, and he'd speak to me good as gold. I'd rather not have all this. By the way, I think as an officer, the way you come across, and fantastic.
Thank you. That's very
amazing. So what you've got to understand, right, is yesterday I was surrounded by these guys. Now, a guy showing me his behind, they're all laughing, they're all shouting at me at the same time, they're intimidating me, I feel scared. Then they're telling me I'm not allowed to do what I'm doing, so they're trying to stop. They're telling me that I don't have any right. Right? Now when I say a word that they don't understand, this is the racism card.
Okay.
I said, I can't remember exactly what word it was, but they didn't understand the word.
Okay.
And what I said was this, and if I'm racist, I'm a lot older than you. Right?
Okay.
So brought up in a different time, but I'm not a racist.
Okay.
But I said a word, and he didn't understand what the word was, and I said, if you don't understand what this word is, I said, how are you supposed to understand the law? I don't believe you. You're telling me, they basically, I have a right, and they're trying to take that away from me. And they surrounded me and bullied me. They bullied me. This guy here wanted to get involved in it on the way off. He has actually stood in front of me closely, telling me he's a police officer, being abrupt, saying he's a gun officer for some reason. I don't know why he had to tell me that.
Okay.
Unless he wanted to intimidate me.
Right, okay.
So I felt intimidated by this guy here. He wanted to get involved in the word go. He parked his bike there, which you say is okay.
Well,
to me, that looks like it's in front of a pedestrian crossing.
This is all Cumbraland.
I know, but
area.
if you're a pedestrian...
Yeah, I know. They deal with the parking issues in here because it's private land.
So he wanted to get involved.
I can't ticket for that reason because it's private land.
He's a has-been copper, and he wants to pretend that he's a policeman now, and he goes around to the members of the public telling them he was a firearms officer.
So what do you want to do then?
I want to go home.
Okay. So, I mean...
Can I show you something? Can I show you a bit of footage?
Yeah, you can show me whatever, it's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, go for it. I got time.
He's good, he is. Mine for PCSO.
He's one of my best, yes.
You haven't showed me his designation. Is it a designation? What card? You have to have a card, didn't you, as well, to show your powers?
Our ID
your
card.
designation,
Yeah.
ID card.
I do have my ID card.
I didn't ask you for it because you're
I got a terrible picture.
You two, I gotta be honest, you two.
Oh, he's one of my best. He brings me cakes when I'm feeling sad. He's a good egg, that
You
one.
two are the bomb. I tried to go several times.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And
that's
turn
fine.
this off now. So don't jump on me.
I'm not. Why am I going to?